Ladali Lal Ki Jai, Srimat Sadguru Sakar Ki Jai, Pyari Pyari Amma Ki Jai, Shri Guru Dham Bhakti Mandir Ki Jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Please close your eyes while I sing a vandana which pays homage to our Guru, Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj, sings of the beauty of the Divine One for grace and surrender and of openness. While I sing, please invite Sri Maharaji before you, place a garland around his neck and pranam to his lotus feet. Do the same for Sri Radha Krishna, and listen to these most auspicious sacred verses. Pratamam Sad Guru Vande Shri Krishna Tarantaram Guru Papa Mana Trata Shri Krishnas Tvamala Manam Kasturi Tilakam Lalata Patale Vakshastale Kaustubham Nasagre Varamautikam Karatle Venu Kare Kam Kanam Na Kamalana Nama Kamalama Nama Kamalapa Dayu Namaste. Kamale Kshana. Yo Brahmanam Vididhati Purvam Yo Vaivedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai Tagwam Devamatma Buddhi Prakasham Mumikshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. Divine souls, please keep your eyes closed for a short while longer while we prepare and sing for you one of Maharaji's favorite Kirtans, Bhajo Giridhara Govinda Gopala. 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 Ladli Lal Ki Jai, Srimat Sadguru Sakara Ki Jai. Our subject for today is the bright light of the Guru. As we approach the full moon of Guru Purnima, where devotees all around the world celebrate the relationship with their Guru, so are we. And our celebration, our Guruji, is none other than Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj. Not only is he the fifth Jagadguru in the last 5,000 years, but he also received the title from the Kashi Vidvat Parishat, many titles, but one was Jagadguru Tam, the best of the Jagadgurus. And so we will shed some light on the bright light of the Guru. As many of you know, my time as a pracharak, a Swami, has been spent in the Western countries, encouraging everyone, but in particular Caucasians or those who are non-Indian born, to understand about the Guru, to meet the Guru and follow what he teaches, to realize the ultimate aim of the Jivatma, the individual soul, the supreme love, the Ananda, the blissful eternal love of Sri Radha Krishna. So through the years I have taken some Westerners to India, and they always went with a sense of excitement, a sense of trepidation, not knowing what to expect. For in the late 80s and early 90s, the web, internet, etc. were not in place. And if you wanted to meet the Guru or know about him, You had to make the pilgrimage via his trained teachers, the pracharaks, the swamis, swaminis, to go to India. When we arrive before Sri Maharaji, it begins. There is a verse in praise of the Guru. Guru binu bhavanidhi tara ina koi jao viranchi shankara samahovi. Without the Guru, the devotee, the aspirant, the satsangi, the student cannot progress even one step further. You can't go further. These are many Vedic verses in this line. So if you approach the Guru, you go to India, if you're from outside of India, to meet him, what are the qualifications required to meet such a personality who can take you all the way beyond this material realm, Maya, and realizing the divine, Divya, Yogamaya, Vrindavan, the divine abode of the supreme personification of infinite divine love, Sri Radha Krishna. This is what the Guru can do. But in the beginning, do you understand this? No. Have you fully accepted this right at the beginning when you are going to meet the Guru? No. There are many questions left unanswered. Who is he? What does he want from me? Can I put my trust in him? What can I expect from him? Will I have to change my life? Where is this going to take me? Many questions. So again, another verse about going to the Guru. Tadvid hip pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. This verse clearly says, when you are so blessed to go and meet the Guru, go with humility in your heart and mind. Don't go arrogantly swaggering in there. Is this personality good enough to teach me? That won't work. So go in humility, and then go with a genuine desire to learn, to listen, to learn, to absorb, and to act, put into practice what the Guru has said. That's the second requirement. And the third one, sevaya, to give of yourself. If you look carefully at relationships in the world, primarily it's a give and a take, a bargaining. As long as you please me, we've got a good relationship happening. But if you don't please me and continue to not please me, then I don't know how long we'll last. But love, divine love, yovai bhuma tat sukham, this love is ever increasing, ever new. It is divine, and it is to do with the divine nature of the Atma, the soul, in relationship to the Paramatma, the Divine One himself. It is not commonplace. So in the beginning we have to learn to give because we are conditioned to take or to bargain. So sevaya, to give of yourself. So to go with humility, to go with a desire to learn and to give of yourself. This is what the Vedas advise on how you should approach such a personality. And when you go and meet the Guru, in this case we're talking about our Guruji we call Sri Maharaji, Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj. When you go and meet him, what's the process? What happens? Well, of course, it does vary from individual to individual. It depends on how much they want to know, how much they want to give of themselves, whether they do have humility or they're full of arrogance. All of these variables definitely come into play. But if you go with the intention to improve, to learn, to grow, to learn, how can I love Guru and Radha Krishna? This is the best start. And when you meet Sri Maharaji, yes, he attracts you profoundly with his beauty and his grace and his dignity and his knowledge His compassion, His love, His completeness of being. But He also challenges you. Challenges? Why would He challenge us? Shouldn't He just give us a big hug and say, that's it, you've met me, job done? We wish. We do. I wished. But no. You see, we've not only built a lifetime of habits in a certain way of thinking and reacting and expectation, etc., but we've had uncountable lifetimes of following our own will and doing what we want and using our own intellect to decide what's best for ourselves. I'll do what I want to do. I'm all right. The intellect asks itself, how are you doing? And the same intellect replies, not too bad. So when you go near Sri Maharaj, yes, he is a tour de force, a power, a beauty like you've never met. But he begins to push your buttons, the ones where you are sensitive, where you don't want to let go. Sevaya, to give of yourself. How am I going to give of myself? Well, the easiest way is to give financially so the Guru can then use that to build meditation centers and hospitals and schools for the underprivileged, which everything like this Sri Maharaj Ji did. Or physical seva to help around the ashram. Yes. There are many ways to do seva, but he will say, come, do this, give that. It's the first test. In other words, he will correct our wrong habits and in exchange build habits towards loving and surrendering and realizing Radha Krishna in the divine abode. Whoa! You know, Guru, it means Guru, the one who has the power, the Shakti, the divine power, not common power. No. Not a golf guru or a kitchen guru. No. The divine power to remove the darkness of ignorance of the minds of others. So if he says everything's fine, you don't have to change, you don't need to be challenged, you don't need to change your habits, just carry on, then we might feel, okay, well that's good, where's the cafe? I need a coffee now. But no, he challenges us, change. And he's strong enough to insist, change. It's like when you take your, let's say, an old car to a mechanic, a motor mechanic. And let's say the motor mechanic lifts, he says, pop the hood of your car and let's have a look and see what your engine is like. And as he looks in the engine, he sees so many things wrong. And knowing that you're about to do a long trip, but instead of saying, before you engage that long trip, you need to fix this and this and this and this and this and this and this, imagine such a mechanic just pushing the hood down of the car and saying, everything's fine, off you go. You won't get far. No, a good mechanic would say, fix this, etc. And so the Guru does the same. An ahankar, ego, the ego of I am the doer. There is a verse, a Vedic verse, na karatutvam na karamani lokasya srijatip prabhu. Sri Krishna says, if you consider yourself to be the doer of your actions, I won't get involved. You can do what you like. You can do good actions and have good outcome. You can do passionate actions, middle response. You can do tamasic actions, dark actions. But all of these actions will bind you to the wheel, the samsara of birth and death in Maya, this material plane where we have always been. And so the verse Nakaratutvam that I just quoted says, Sri Krishna, if you want to go that way, I'll not get involved. I have laws that will give you the appropriate response. I don't need to. The laws are in place. But if you come to me why, then I will accept full responsibility for you. I will take you beyond the ocean of Maya, the material power. I will give you the divine form. I'll bring you to my divine abode. I'll give you divine intellect, divine mind, divine senses. You will be with me for all eternity. Oh. And so, back to going to the Guru, Sri Maharaji, he knows that to get you to that point, a lot of polishing and chipping away of your egoistic attitudes and habits needs to take place. Do I really want to undergo this transition? Do I really want to realize Radha Krishna in their divine abode? And if you answer yes, the reason why you'll answer yes is because the Guru also gives you the knowledge, gives you the education as to why this transition should be made. He gives you the knowledge, the education, and then he tells you how to practice, and all the way through he manages the process as long as we are willing to participate, that we think favorably towards him and listen carefully. Then change happens. I'm fond of telling the story. Imagine you push out onto the ocean and you're in a little 1 meter long rowing boat. Yes, in the middle of the, say, Pacific Ocean, you've got a 1.5 meter long boat, say, and just 2 wooden oars. And if it's fine weather, it's not too bad, I suppose. But when the storms come and the wind comes and the huge waves come and the cold comes, oh, you're bailing water out of your boat as you go up and down 30 meter high waves, let's say. How scary would that be? And what are you scared of? Your own life. I'll die. Or you could be on a big passenger ocean-going liner with many, many restaurants, etc., sitting there having a very nice meal with your friends and family, and you hear the captain's voice say, "Excuse me, everyone, sorry to trouble you during your food, but you do need to know there's a storm coming. But we know how violent the storm is going to be. We know exactly what's going to happen. We're pointing our ship in the best angle possible. It won't threaten us. There's no chance of it being any difficult than putting you a little bit more cautious. If you go down the galleyways, etc., make sure you hang on to the rails. So if this boat rocks, you don't hurt yourself. And please don't go on the deck." No danger. Now, the analogy is the little boat, your rowboat, is your ego. I am going to do everything myself. I will solve all the world's problems. I will fix up my relationships. I'll fix up everything. Everything will go according to what I want, and I will make sure of that. And that little boat being so powerless, the puny I, the puny ego, at the tempest of your past actions, your sanskar, your prarabdha, your destiny, your fate, call it as you will undergo all of this and be fearful. But the big ship, well, the big ship, the big ship represents the depth of your knowledge that Guru has taught you. And with that power of knowledge, you feel stable and safe. And the captain speaking, you could say it's your intellect, yes, but your intellect is guided by the teaching of the Guru. So the captain's voice is actually the Guru's voice, advising you how to live your life and navigate your way through the storms of life and arrive at your divine destination. This is what the Guru does. Extraordinary. So when you go to meet Sri Maharaji, those who have in the past, who've had the opportunity to do so, they undergo tests. Tests to learn, in other words, the opportunity, you could say, to change, to absorb the knowledge of the Guru, follow the practice. There is a verse, Adar Shraddha Tatas Sadhu Sangota Bhajanak Kriyaha. This Vedic verse says, if you have faith in the Guru and listen to what he has to say and think about it and decide on it and act on it, Do the sadhana as he prescribes, not what you like or don't like. We've always done that in the past. We've never progressed. So when you get to that point, then the Guru will bless you internally to receive the divine love, because your heart and mind has become pure and ready. And what happens when you follow the advice of the Guru? Well, of course, the storms of life you can manage, you can get through them. They don't harm you because you know where you're going. You're following Sri Maharaji towards the divine abode. You know this. But there's another transition that occurs too. What? You start, as your heart and mind softens or purifies, as you detach from the world by attaching to the divine forms of Radha Krishna, by meditating on them, by meditating on Guru, by being in the Sangha, the association, the satsang of Guru, another wonderful thing starts to happen. What? You start to love him. The Guru is none other than the personification of the Divine Ones, Radha Krishna, on earth, the power of grace manifest. And so once you get past all your intellectual challenging, I'm not sure I will or I won't, and you actually settle and you start doing the practice as he says, then you start to really, really appreciate and love him. And when that happens, let me tell you a story. Not a story, events when I was living in India studying to be a Swami, pracharak as we call us. Sometimes Sri Maharaji, actually many times, he would go out to give speeches in different towns or to go and visit other satsangis or satsangis in different towns. And so he would go off, and he might go off for a few weeks. And we would feel, those of us who were living in the ashram in Mangar, which is situated between Lucknow and Allahabad, when Maharaji left the ashram, of course it's Guru Dham. Every brick and mortar and dust is immersed in his divine energy. But when he left, we used to feel like the sun had gone, meaning the bright light of the Guru. He had left the ashram in his physical form. Though we knew spiritually he was here, but if we could see his form and be in his company in person, so much brighter. And so we would walk around the ashram, oh, Maharaji's not here. And sometimes Amaji would go with him, oh. And sometimes the three Didis, Bari Jiji, Manjali Didi, Chota Didi, they would go too. Oh, we'd be walking around the ashram, oh, when are they coming back? When are they coming back? And back in those days, well, there wasn't smartphones, you know. It was just telephones. And when Maharaji was coming back, he would drive down the original road into Mangar, past the school where he went as a child. And the tooting of his car and the cars with him would start, toot, toot, toot. And we would get so excited, oh, he's coming, he's coming. And Maharaji, the gates to his courtyard, his angan would be open wide, and Maharaji would come in his car and he'd get out, and with this beautiful gait, his walking style, his beauty, he'd go and sit on this palang and cross his feet like this, sometimes like this. And he would sit there with the most extraordinary look on his face, and we'd do arti. Our Guru is back. The sun, the bright light of our Guruji, the love of our Master is here. This is what happens. Once when Shama Sham Dham in Vrindavan, we were having an opening ceremony, and we were expecting Sri Maharaji to arrive at any moment. And so outside of Shama Sham Dham, there were thousands of devotees milling about, waiting. Has he come? Has he come? when all of a sudden, like a ripple through the crowd, "Oh, Maharaji's here!" And everybody went from to like this. And he drove in the far gate and everybody, yeah! And the door opened and Buddy got out. Maharaji wasn't in the car. Now Buddy had a soft smile. She knew that we were waiting for Maharaji. Of course, to see Buddy is always, there's something special. But I'm describing to you what happens when you start putting into practice what the Guruji Sri Maharaji teaches you. You start to build a genuine attraction and love for Guru and Radha Krishna. You know, like sunflowers, there's a particular type of flower. There are different breeds of flowers, but they only open up when the sun is shining. If it's a grey day, they remain closed. And if we put into practice sevaya, to give of ourselves, to listen and reflect and act on what he teaches us, then the heart, like that flower, opens up to the divine, opens up, the mind and heart opens up to the influence of Radha Krishna. Oh yes. But if there's no sunlight and the petals remain closed, why, that's like being in Maya, the material power. It's like you have to sort everything out. I have to think my way through this. I've got to sort out the finances. I've got to sort out the health. I've got to sort out the relationships. I've got to get my business happening. I've got to go on holidays. I want to be happy. But you never find it. And so the petals remain closed. You go on holidays to certain locations and you enjoy to the best of your ability, but it's temporary and it never touches the soul, the Atma, never. And if your petals are closed, why then you are subject to your destiny, your karma. And your karma, your destiny, avashyameva bhoktavyam kritam karma shubha shubham. Everybody has to undergo the dictates of their destiny. Everybody. No exception. And so in our past, we don't even know what we've done. And if we knew what we'd done, we're still ignorant of the laws of karma. You do a tamasic, a dark-hearted deed, people think, oh, I can steal, I can do this, as long as nobody sees me, I'll get away free. Never. The police might not get you in that instance, but your personality is affected by it. You have to undergo consequences as your karma, your destiny. You're not free. And if in your rajas, passionate, I'm going to build businesses everywhere and I'm going to have the nicest car, I'm going to have the most attractive partner, I'm going to be famous, I'm going to have name. Still you have to undergo the consequences, and when you die, when you have to give up this impermanent body, all that goes, you can't take it with you. And even when you've got it, you're fearful you might lose it to some person. And if you rise up into the echelons of sattvic, the qualities of gentility and piousness, why, you get caught up in rituals. You go to the churches and the mandir and you ring the bells and you make a little offering and you ask, give me, give me, give me, instead of, sevaya, what can I give you? And so this subtle self-righteousness of I am good, subtle, but ego is there, and you're not being tested or challenged. You're not giving of yourself. You may temporarily have a good outcome and peace and harmony and comfortableness in your own skin, but it will pass. Because in our past we've done good, passionate and dark over and over and over and over, uncountable times. And they are waiting to come as part of our karma, our destiny, our consequence. So if the petals are closed, suffering, trying to sort everything out yourself, how are you getting on with that? Have you succeeded on your own to sort everything out and stop the problems of your life and the world? Have you succeeded? No. So, if you open the petals, i.e. come into the company and you bathe into the association, the satsanga of Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj, the best of the Jagadgurus of the last 5,000 years. And there are videos and writings and Kirtan and pads, the songs and poetry, all produced by him. So much on offer. Then your heart opens to Radha Krishna, your heart and mind open to Guruji. And then you start practicing. Yes. Why do we cling on to this, I'll sort it? Because we don't trust that there could be anybody who could do it on our behalf. Hasn't happened till now. Does that mean then when I come to the Guru, I can just kick back and go fishing or something silly, just relax because my Guru will take care of everything? He will if you follow his advice. You have to move your attachment from the world to attaching to Radha Krishna and Guru. That transition can only come through hearing, reflecting the knowledge, what Maharaji teaches, and putting it into practice, and then your petals open up to him, and then he can transform us supernaturally. Through the years, Sri Maharaji has touched the hearts of millions. But those who come close, those who understand this verse, tadvid pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya, come in humility, come with a genuine desire to know, to learn, and to give of yourself 100%. Why then, you will achieve. Somebody once asked Sri Maharaji, Maharaji, is the path to Bhagavat Prapti, God realization, very long or short? Maharaji said, it's not a question of long or short. It's a question of your yearning, your desire, your wish. It can be quick, it can happen so quick, it can happen in moments. If you build that desire, I only want to see you, I only want to serve you, to give of myself, to realize you, to love you, and make you happy. Where are you? Like an innocent child or a baby cries for the mother and cries, come, come. The mother's always got an ear out. How's my child? If the child is quiet and playing happily, the mother carries on doing her work. But if the child is crying, mother, mother, come, then immediately she puts down what she's doing and goes directly to the child. And Sri Radha, Sri Krishna, Sri Maharaji, all one and the same. When you cry, when you long, then Maharaji says it's very short. You've got to accept this. Don't hang on to your I am the doer. Arjuna went through all of the Mahabharata. You know this. He was told if you do this, that happens. You do this, that happens. You do this, you rise up to the Swargalok, the temporary celestial abodes, and you'll have to come back. Or if you do bad, dark, nefarious deeds, you'll sink and you'll just stay in this world. And Arjuna said, what have I got to do? How do I realize the true love? Mamekam sharanam vraja. Arjuna, surrender everything to me. Love me. Merge yourself in me. Put your trust in me. Consecrate your actions to me. Make me the apple of your eye, the purpose of your existence, the love of your life. And I will take you beyond this Maya. How do I do that, we ask? Again, Maharaji says, just yearn for Radha, Krishna and Guru. Yearn for them. How do I do that? Sri Maharaji's composed so many thousands, hundreds of thousands of chanting, of Pad Sankirtan, where he explains the beauty and all the subtleties of relating to Bhagavan Radha Krishna. And Nam Sankirtan, so many lines, like the Govinda Gita, 11,000 couplets, 22,000 lines, all of the philosophy just by being sung. He composed them. So many ways. And the main one, Rup Dhyan. He brings us from all of this, from our own ego of self-preoccupation, he brings us in, and focus on Radha Krishna and Guru. Visualize them. And not just, oh, so Krishna's got a bluish complexion, okay, he can be blue. Oh, he's got dark, jet black, curly hair, okay, well, let him have that. But no, you have to feel, oh, Krishna, Radha, they are the soul of my soul. They are my pranadhana. They are my very breath. They are the divine who upholds my soul itself. From every pore, bliss and love flows. And then you can visualize them by the river Yamuna. You can visualize them walking through the glades and the forest and through flowers or in their palace, anywhere you like. Feel them close. And Maharaji, the Guru. Rup Dhyan, with loving feelings. And yearn for them. So I'm going to finish this talk, and then we'll do our own Kirtan practice as part of this presentation. There were 3 lines that I read recently that Sri Maharaji spoke. And the first one is, each time, hear these words now, pay attention, each time you sing and chant the divine names of Radha Krishna, do it as if it's the last call of your life. We always think we'll be here. Oh, tomorrow, but one day there'll be no tomorrow. It could be sooner or later, but we know we're going to give up this body. So Maharaji says, you don't know when though, do you? So don't be complacent or arrogant or careless when you take the names of Radha Krishna, because with your last conscious breath, wherever your mind is, there's where you go when you pass away. So call to Radha Krishna with yearning, come now, don't delay, come, please. I can't do that, I don't feel like that, but you practice. Maharaji said, abhyas, practice. Rup Dhyan, sing their names, practice the sentiment, oh, I can't live without you, and I'm frightened that I'll lose my life and lose you. Come now, please, let me serve you and make you happy. Let me give everything I have. That's one line. The next line Maharaji says, the ones that I read and think they're all they're all extraordinary. But this line Maharaji explains, in adverse or negative environment, the one who feels calm, introverted, and unaffected is the true devotee. Wouldn't you like to be like that? No matter what's happening around you. King Janak's palace was on fire. He didn't move. The Guru was teaching. He was calm, introverted, and unaffected. Imagine being like that. Your mind, heart, and soul is on Radha Krishna and Guru. So no matter what people say, whether they are speaking kindly or unkindly or aggressively to me, no matter what the business world does or this body, whether it's healthy or sickly, though I'll do my best to manage all of these things, but I'll do it through calmness and introspection and being unaffected by what goes on around me. That's the sign of a true devotee. And when you find yourself in circumstances where things are getting out of control, think of this line The 2 lines I've just mentioned, each time, as if it's the last call of your breath, sing the names of Radha Krishna, do your Rup Dhyan, and then this line, being calm, introverted and unaffected. And now the 3rd line. Maharaji said, avoid being apprehensive, restless, and anxious with all of your strength. Keep those feelings away from you. Keep them away from you. Apprehension, restlessness, and anxiety. Keep them away at all costs. Don't let them near you. And how many times in the day do we feel anxious and restless and anxiety? Oh, and you remember like a soothing balm the words of Sri Maharaji. Keep them away. Be calm, introverted and unaffected. And call to Radha Krishna as if it was the last call of your life itself. You see? You see what the Guru does? And if you are in the position now, today, you say, oh, that sounds like, whew, over my head. But look, understand this. Sarvesham api bhutanam nripasvatmaiva vallabha. This Vedic verse explains, O souls, every moment of your existence you're looking for happiness, joy. In fact, you're looking for unlimited happiness, unlimited joy. You're looking for the union, the realization of the Supreme One in the form of supreme love, Radha Krishna, every moment. But we look for it in the world and we know what that means. We've experienced it. So now when the Guru comes and says, the soul is Anand, blissful, it is Chit, conscious, and it is Sat, eternal, Chit, conscious, and Anand, the soul, is blissful, but it is Anu, Sat, Chit, Anand, so minutely small, but it is a part of unlimited existence, consciousness and bliss, which is Radha Krishna. And so we will not ever be satisfied until we realize that. And this is what I mean by the teachings of Sri Maharaji. He quotes line, verse and chapter from the Vedas, Gita, Ramayan, Bhagawatam, many, many other writings, Shastra. He quotes exactly explaining that, the impermanence of the body, of this relationship and acquisition, etc. So once we begin to understand that, we go, okay, what was that you were just saying before about the Guru and how he relates to you and what he does for you? I think I'm interested now. Yes. He empowers us to go forward by giving us the understanding. Not quasi-soapbox, made it up, thought sounds like a good idea to me, let me just share it with you. No. Exact quotations from Veda, Gita, Ramayan, Bhagavatam, etc. And then he tells you what to do. And the wise one listens and follows. And then you start to feel a genuine, heartfelt love and attraction for Radha Krishna. Oh, when will you come? Please come now. I can't wait any longer. Hear these words that I have shared with you. My personal experience through the years, I've seen people's hearts opening up like the flower to the sunlight, the divine radiance of the Guru, the bright light of the Guru. Wouldn't you like that? And don't say, oh, he's not here on this earth anymore. Yes, he is. No other master in the history of anywhere has left so many recordings and writings and hospitals and schools and mandirs, temples and facilities to grow and give. No other than Sri Maharaji. Everything's available to you. Start now if you haven't already. And if you have started,